of healthcare, I just discovered this other article which was so interesting, and again it points out how the top 1% or the top maybe 5 or even more percent actually gets out of taxes, and that is if they have a company insurance plan, health insurance plan, that is not considered income. If it's a company insurance within your company, you do not pay on the value of that, which saves quite a lot of money. Now, as you go down the economic level, there's less and less company insurance. So then they have to get their own private insurance or get a group or something, and that is taxable. That money is taxable. Now, if they really want to start helping healthcare, that's the first thing they ought to do is to get it out of that tax, so that is deductible on the cost of the healthcare, not the use of it, the actual cost of the healthcare, to keep it from being taxed. Another thing that is not is quite amazing, that is not geared to inflation, is the minimum wage. Now there's a hot topic, isn't that?
Sure, always is.
$6. I mean, I'm hard yard worker. I have never paid $6. Who does pay that? It started with 10 and on up. But somebody's being paid that, or because whenever you mention it, because people get excited, so it must be someone down there. But the point is, it was never tied to inflation, so it's continually losing value every year. This is crazy stuff, and it's just so illogical. If we want to have a healthy economy, which means that you can't have a lot of people just barely scrounging along, or sitting on the sidewalk without a house because of unfortunate decisions, this is not the country we want. At least I can't imagine that we do. So I think this is, you hear these discussions and the political discussions, we want a different kind of country. Well, we actually do need a different kind of country, more like what we think we are.
Mm-hmm.
We think we're something else than we actually are.
Yeah, well, we are a different kind of country than we were a few decades ago.
Exactly, exactly. And I'm not sure it's that something we chose to be, but in certain ways we did, because we elect these people that make these decisions. We did do it. So I think a little more reflection on what we're actually doing when we go into that voting booth. Just as I was driving over here, I heard this discussion about in Denver, they have these, demonstrations, not nearly as many as they've had in other conventions, but the lobbyists have no problem getting in to the convention. No problem. The demonstrators or anybody that's has something to say about the way the country goes, they are miles away. I think that's pretty reflective of where we are.